I'm sorry, was the music, like, inhaling and exhaling for a second there? What was that? It's not just breathing to a microphone, they decided, like, "That's brilliant, let's keep it in our mixture." Anyway, we've got enough music to critique this episode, because, of course, we are back with another installment of... Apologies that took a while. This time I was actually in the middle of a writing call, and I had to start the stream on time, but was not able to set up in such a timely fashion as I would normally. So yeah, and unfortunately I've ruined Bond's thing there because I did not see this comment. Never mind. But thank you for bearing with me. I mean, of course, it seems like a lot of you are waiting for this because today it's back for almost a final installment. The Music Freaks episode 10, Karma, or the finale part 1. And yeah, it seems like Karma is indeed going to come for one of the characters. Most likely it seems in the context is meant to be Jake, but at the same time, I'd say it should veer in some other people's directions instead. But we're gonna have to see how this goes, particularly. So, in the interest of speeding things along, I won't dilly-dally too long with the intro, so let's introduce our guest for today. I'm gonna introduce Emily first, just because I think I know what Aidan's gonna do when he joins. And here we go.
Ah!
I was actually wrong. Okay, then.
I don't know. Okay, so I wasn't here last time. I just wanted to ask, what you actually think of the scene? Like, I'm sure you guessed the scene I was uncomfortable watching, and I could not physically watch.
Yeah, we did. Everyone who was in that video, we all seem to be behind it, quite honestly. Apart from the recording portion of it, because that feels like okay, well that's where the real drama comes in this situation.
Yeah.
Everything that led up to it and the actual thing that got recorded, we actually were on board for. It kind of seems like from like the way that the friends portrayed, like from their logic, of course they would think that anyway, regardless of them if like Jake or not. And Jake, having been torn between the pair of them, would be frustrated and also pressured to answer in the way that they actually would think. So it actually makes perfect sense. It's a harsh scene for sure, but
I mean, he definitely got riled up and went way too far with the whole with some of the ending bits, especially like some of the bits, like oh my god,
yeah, he went too far because they went too far. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I'm just checking if there's anything else.
So basically, sad boy this episode. Sad boy Jake after the ending of last time.
Yeah, I'm just checking that. I mean, in the comments, was what I meant to say. So yeah, we've got. Have I heard of the movie called Child of Glass? Nope. Sorry. Tree Bob says I'm not staying long. Has probably already left. I'm sorry about that. And Fox is most likely still here. So hello.
Hola.
Okay. Hola, yes. Indeed. Quick question, by the way. Are you going to the annual trip to Galicia? It's not spelt like that, but it's phonetically you're correct. We'll still do streams on there when I video set up in instead. Well, I covered this in Walking Wednesday bit today, but just in case, yeah, I do have some pre-recorded videos that I think I'll be releasing while I'm over there for the most part, mainly because the internet we're going to get there is not that good, so it'll probably be mostly Premiere. So I might do some more Gacha reviews.
What about Star Kid Night?
Well, that will either have to. That'll either be my exception, so then I'll say like I'll take that as the Thursday exception to be like, okay, I'll do streams for tonight. Or alternatively,
we can record Star Kid Night, I guess.
Or alternatively, just do it without me. I've missed out on a Star Kid stream before, so it's not like it's unheard of. It's
I guess. What are we even streaming in relation to Star Kid while you're gone? Like, what would be like the actual stream?
Well, most likely the rest of Nightmare Time.
Whoa, you can't miss the rest of Nightmare Time.
Well, I mean, okay, I will try to show up for at least one of them. Again, it really depends because I know I know the internet there is going to be bad, but I don't know how bad it's going to be yet. So it might be a case where I can bear with it for a few streams. It might be the case that's like, yeah, no, this isn't happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, that really does
I
depend.
mean, you know, if you want, I could totally record Gacha reviews if you. This weekend, I'm off this weekend because I'm going on vacation. So we can record Gacha reviews or pre-record some ones if you want sometime.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that will of course require the intent to call you in the first place, but yes, that would probably work out in some way, most likely.
Jacob, we need to re-record Criminal Minds anyway, so we could always do that.
Oh my god, yes! Let's I just remember it's just like, oh yeah, you have a criminal mind. That's why you're doing.
At least the title makes sense. Everything else doesn't, but the title makes sense.
The pregnancy fairy. We love the pregnancy fairy. We stand her. She's a queen.
Indeed, we do. Actually, if it's pre-recorded, I can edit the pregnancy fairy onto the screen again if I make a
Oh my god, pregnancy fairy! I love the pregnancy fairy. She's my favorite.
Very well. Yeah, that bit went down extremely well considering it's had one singular appearance ever.
It's just a funny bit, you know, just a funny bit.
It's like it's the Granny Marwick of Gacha review bits. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a mind criminal. Anyway, where is the TH? I don't know. Where's the F sound in phalanx? It's a weird question. Anyway, let's proceed with this. So here we go.
Freak.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Wait, oh my god, we're at nightmare time.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
The angst.
L.
Freak? What a freak!
Womp womp.
You think you'll actually be something?
Man, they all turn to Aunt Petunia very quickly.
To be fair, this is a nightmare.
Please, that's pathetic. Who does he think he is?
Try hard.
I actually like the way that they are like very like jittery. I know that Rosie Closey is going to turn season 2 into like a sock puppet style of thing. So this is probably like a bit of a medium between those two, honestly. But yeah.
Up already?
We actually want you in our group?
You don't belong
Listen here, you're a nobody, and that's all you'll ever be.
Interesting how she's the only other clear figure.
So pathetic.
It's gonna be Jake.
Yeah.
Why
Turning
are
around.
you even trying so hard, huh? You'll never amount to anything. You'll always
Did her eyes just like spin around?
be a freak.
Hey! Leave her alone!
He's jittery still.
Yeah, this reminds me of like the scene in Empire Strikes Back where Luke is training in the Dagobah system. He goes like the area where the dark side is strong. He like fights what he thinks is Darth Vader, and then it turns out it's like his own head after he like chops it off with a lightsaber.
I'm sorry, what is going on with his back fade? Why does it look like that?
Yeah, case in point, reveal. Yeah.
What? No.
Oh, I just did an outline too.
Who could you, Jake?
I should never have trusted you.
You're awful. You let us down.
Wait, please! Guys! Let me explain!
You betrayed me.
Haley!
Oh, Nightmare Time song. Okay.
Jesus.
All of the words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes.
I know this is obviously all, you know, different people singing, but it is very clear now that like this is a very like a different artist that's not it's used for Haley's song in this case because like this artist sounds way different to the other ones that we've had in previous Haley songs.
Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose.
Yeah, but you already kind of forced him in real life to choose. So now is the time to choose doesn't make sense anymore. It would if this sequence had played out in like the last episode, that would have made more sense. But here, lyrics don't match now.
I can see through your disguise.
More like here, but yeah.
Lay it down.
Guitar Haley, come back.
Looking at the clouds, the summer and the weather. You can't keep this up.
I just die the other hand is playing the chords. I must find out. I have one too many guitarists in my series. That is fair. I know there's some people on YouTube Shorts that will take like animated sequences of things and then they'll say like, here's what they actually played, and it sounds most of the time it sounds different. There was one time I watched videos when it was actually very accurate, but it really depends. It's just there's one of those funny trends that I haven't seen in some time actually. But yeah, no reason you couldn't do that with Guitar Haley. And here we go with Eyeless Freaks again.
Well, this is a dream.
I'm sorry, we use green your friend without eyes.
I saw very quickly some of the text in there. I saw "they should be grateful" as one of the lines. That is something that Jake said, so I think that's his own words that are haunting him quite literally in this case.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, the heart on her shirt is broken. That's a very nice.
I never noticed that actually.
That is cool.
Don't know how.
I like that waking up shot. So good.
Yeah, normally I complain whenever like they cut the song too early in these cases, but actually that time, yeah, it makes a lot of sense because I mean, with nightmares, you wake up very quickly, and it's like at least a good place to end the song rather than just like a random like bam and it's done. I'm guessing that in the actual track it was going to it was
probably gonna go down to a beat drop where it's like
yes. or like at the very least a pre-chorus of some kind.
No, you having nightmares, bud?
Skill issue.
Wow.
Got that.
Just run away if you want, if you dare.
Oh, this is one thing I find
That
cool.
is gonna get you.
There are so many messages. Like the actual messages are actually typed out.
This is true. Yeah.
That's just a small detail I like in these kind of scenarios where you actually get to see the phone and there's actually messages typed out that aren't read aloud or anything. You know what the message is about, but
Yeah, unfortunately, with the way we do Gacha review, it's difficult to rewind and pause on those. But
yeah,
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. See what happens.
Why is his like thing for her on the side like
I don't know
the
why.
emoji a peach? That you have to set that at least on Messenger. Why?
You don't know how.
Let's see if I get the frame. There we go.
Oh wait, okay. So Liam says, "You coming to school today? I got Haribo peaches." I don't know.
Yes, that's probably like an in-universe in-universe product that Haribo makes.
And then he said to the music squad, "I promise you guys, I can prove it to you
Haribo
guys."
makes peaches.
Which is a
And then
failed
Haley-
delivery. It's a failed delivery, which means that either the message didn't send properly or they blocked him.
Probably blocked.
Yeah. Also sent at like nearly 3 a.m. So he was being kept up by this as well.
Yeah. And then he says to Haley, "Hey, if you need space, I just need to explain to get things properly."
And she didn't block him in private, but did on the squad. Interesting. Anyway.
Yeah. And then Drew says, "I know you're reading this. Why are you ignoring us?" And then Brothers for Another Mother, that's a group chat, I guess. LMAO. This is accurate. Probably some meme above. We don't actually see the message, but
The fact he has that muted is actually so real.
And then Milo is his little brother. So this is why Oreo loves me more.
Mood.
Pain in my
Okay.
butt history assignment. Milo. Wait, is
I can
Milo?
do once Jake
Mia.
finally sends me. Yeah, that says Mia. So hey, yeah, from like different times. I don't know what month this actually is, but it seems like yeah, those are from like probably like much longer ago than just recently. So the 5 active group messages here, and and the ones that he's ignoring are the ones from the friends that he was forced to choose rather than the ones that he seems to actually want to talk to who don't want to talk to him. Glad I paused on that one.
Okay, well, I mean, if you unpause it, you actually get into more messages,
Okay, well, in that case,
20%. Charge your phone, mate.
yeah.
Dang,
Speaking of,
you don't charge your phone while you sleep? That's what I do. I always plug up my phone right
Legit?
before I fall asleep.
yeah, speaking of 20%, I realized my laptop was at 14%, so I will play the video in a moment.
Yeah, please don't have your computer die on stream. That'd be horrible.
It actually has
Also,
happened in the past, and it's always
Haribo
hot.
peaches are a real thing. They have Haribo peach rings. Like, I know in America they have peach rings. That Haribo does a version of that, and the Haribo peaches.
Ah,
Oh.
another evidence of the UK as the primary setting. It's like 8 for 2.
No, I will always say it's in America, because why not, lol?
Okay, here we go. Next frame here. So, okay, Garfield is his fursona for real. Probably, I don't know, whose fursona? John Arbuckle's. Anyway, okay, so, Haley, I'm so sorry. I know you won't believe me, but I honestly didn't mean any of what I said. Heck, I don't remember half of what I said. I was around Drew's house and they told me a bunch of lies. I just panicked and said whatever I thought they wanted. By the way, this is interesting how this is all spelt correctly, but like some of the things like aren't properly like capitalized. So he put some effort in, but not like entirely because
Well,
he
I mean, he's probably texting fast, so you know how that
most likely. Yeah, I know this is an excuse, but at least take my word when I say it wasn't how I really feel. Can I call you right now? But also, some of the I's in this are like capitalized and some of them aren't. Anyway, can I call you right now or tomorrow? If you need space, then I get. That's the one we saw in the previous bit. I didn't mean anything you heard. I know I keep messing up and letting everyone down. I don't know what's wrong with me. Haley, please talk to me. You know what we need right now? We need like Jake to record a song and send it, like the apology song that Ant sent to Baby. Serenaded Baby with in My Passion.
Oh my god. No, he steals one of Haley's songs. He steals her notebook and performs one of those songs for her. Be like, you stole one of my songs to apologize? It's like, yeah.
Karma is real. I should have known better.
There we go. 38 minutes, or 18 minutes of actual stream time. That's how long it took to make the karma joke. I put this in the description, by the way. See how long it takes. I was going to for Aidan to make it. I just expected you to be the first one, actually.
Yeah,
that was set up.
Well, actually, technically, it was actually a KW in the chat, but I ignored that because it wasn't the stream hadn't probably started yet. But yeah, it was.
I'll pull out the ukulele. Toxic Gossip Train.
The Toxic Gossip Train.
We already had time.
Do I know the chords? No. Do I know the strum pattern? No. Can I play strum patterns? No. Do I care? No.
Just be like, bring, bring, bring,
is it also 10:30 at night? Yes.
Hey, that's one way to not get copyrighted by when referencing that song.
Okay, let's continue on.
Yeah.
Zoom in on the word scene.
Yeah. Even though Jake feels unseen right now, as does everyone else. Speaking of not seeing, his eyes are gone.
Well, I think that's like, you know how like when we like in like anime, especially when like their eyes become shaded because they're so upset you can't see their eyes. It's like
I
that.
have come across that. Yeah.
It's like that's the effect when he does this phase. That's the kind of thing being shown there.
Aidan, I know that's been referenced in a previous episode. It's just we're past point no return to me making eyeless freaks jokes every time for this series.
Also, by the way, I love this background. Wait, is that a different school background? I I think the school
Yeah,
looks different now.
Yeah, it
It
is.
I think
does
the
look
art,
different.
the art style changed. I guess the school got retconned. This is what the school looks like now.
Yeah, not sure what was an
Um,
aid of. Maybe it's because of the fact that they changed from Gacha Life to the animation. I'm not sure, but
No, I
it should have
mean,
been a problem.
no. I think she just wanted to do a better school design and retcon the whole school.
So they
look.
just knocked down the school and built another one with the
Yeah.
exact same interior, of course, because
Yeah.
that doesn't raise further questions. So instead
Go back to school,
of
Joe.
Rosie Closey falling into the gacha cliche of redesigning characters in the middle of a series without any rhyme or reason, instead Rosie Closey
What do you mean? She
redesigned
did
a
do that.
location.
No, she literally
Oh,
did
shit.
do that. She
Right.
redesigned them and then retconned their designs in the previous episodes whenever you see images referencing the original episodes. Like, she did retcon their designs throughout the series. Their
But I-
current designs have allegedly been their always designs, or like their designs throughout the whole show, allegedly. Because in like flashback, like still images that she recreated in the music videos, she literally puts these designs instead of the original designs. So these designs have been retconned and to be the original and only designs. The other designs aren't canon, I guess.
Great, well, it's even worse.
I just spilt tea all over myself, and it's in my hair, and it's shirt my
Oh.
shirt, and it was hot.
What
and-
were you? Okay.
Well, that's why you should have Americans cold tea, okay? If you had the
Shut
cold
up.
tea from America, maybe
You
it
ever-
wouldn't have happened.
You ever say those words again, I will book a flight over to America, pull a Boston Harbor, so you don't have any tea at all, and then stab you.
The
I
ultimate.
don't drink tea. I don't drink tea. Do it. Do
the
it,
ultimate.
coward.
The ultimate.
Have an opinion. Shut it.
No, it's the ultimate decision of whether or not this is set in the US or the UK will be whether or not their tea is hot or cold.
Oh my god.
The final scene will be the music club all having tea together, and whether we see smoke particle effects or not will determine the setting of the series.
Some Americans have hot tea. They just microwave it like heathens.
We are heathens. Thank you for noticing.
I'll be perfectly honest. There's sometimes I will reheat my tea in a microwave, but I will try to have it first before I resort to that. I assume that's different, but yeah.
Sup, Jake?
Morning, Jakey. Whoa, you look like hell. Wait, let me guess. You were up all night thinking about Daisy rejecting you for that Sean guy.
Wrong. I was up for part of the night for thinking about Daisy rejecting me with that Sean guy. It was a minor visual. It still did happen though.
Don't worry, bro. We'll be here for you I mean, if that happens.
Wow, you have no faith. I love this.
Oh,
The death stare.
yeah,
The death stare.
The buzzing as well. We haven't heard like that kind of buzzing, I don't think. Actually, wait, no, we have. We heard it from. I was going to say since like Scary Girl in the class in the first episode, but actually we have heard it in other bits. Never mind.
Whoa, grouchy much? What's up with you? And where did you go yesterday?
I think we know
It's
the
not
answer
like
to that,
you
but-
to skip class.
Who was it?
The war.
Who recorded
who
me
sent
the
it?
other night? Or were you all in on it?
Whoa, what are you on about? You're acting really weird, Jake.
You think so? Well, maybe it's cause my so-called friends decided to stab me in the back!
Jake, you're freaking us out. Can you just spit out what the problem?
I've been kicked out of the music club, Drew! Someone recorded me at your house talking behind their back and sent it to them. Now they won't even talk to me.
Oh.
That's it. Oh, no, yeah, no, we totally get it. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Well, you're the one who wanted me to quit in the first place.
I mean, he did ask to give people a chance to say who was it. He's not necessarily pointing fingers at one person, but it's more like it could have been anyone.
For all I know, you could have set me up.
And I'm telling you, I didn't do jack. I don't know anything about a recording.
I don't believe you.
So they kicked you out of the club.
I mean, I know who did it, but I'm just saying that in the moment.
Yeah.
I know who did it because I've seen this episode, but you know.
Yeah, they did at least beforehand react with what seemed to be genuine confusion, but you know who knows really.
Big deal.
Apart
I'm
from
sure
Aidan,
there are
who's
other
seen this.
weird and creative ways to ask Daisy out.
This isn't about Daisy!
Anymore. It used to be.
Don't look at me like that. I know deep down you knew I wasn't doing this just because of her.
Yeah, they're just
you
in denial.
knew that I cared about this.
That's not what it seemed like the other night at mine. Jeez, don't act like we were the ones who made you say all that smack. And besides, I thought you figured out they were using you for their gain anyway.
They're not like that.
Maybe.
If anyone was using someone, it was me. They gave me a second chance to prove myself, and
I'm glad they didn't say that it was them who was using somebody because yeah, that technically speaking, that was not entirely what happened. Yeah.
and I threw it in their face.
It's not the end of the world, Jake.
That-
We're your
Wow!
friends.
Real
Remember?
nice, you
The
know?
club was a waste of time anyway. Whoever recorded you did you a favor.
You wouldn't understand.
Dang.
Why is he seems so shocked about that?
And I suppose I should return the favor. You might want to ask your girlfriend about who she's really spending her busy weekends with.
What?
That makes more sense for a shock.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey!
Okay, so I can hear that. I heard that only in my left ear. So the audio balance, I think that was originally designed to be a take that was like, okay, Jake's walking away, so we don't see Drew at this point. But so that's why he would be calling from a distance, because as it is right now, he was basically the same distance away as he was in the other shots. So it shouldn't have been that faded that quickly.
Henry, buddy, remember what you said you would do to us if we said anything?
Okay, but you didn't say anything, so you're fine.
No, they don't want him to say anything. They don't want,
Okay.
they don't want to. He's gonna ask them questions about it.
Right, okay.
Inevitably.
Got burned for a bus.
Oh. He will be scared. These scary
That's a cool
expressions.
shot there.
Okay, but yeah, it is a cool shot, but why would Drew be like so outraged at them? Because like, as far as he's concerned, they wouldn't know about it either. Jake said, ask your girlfriend where she's been sending it, so surely he would be more mad at her and think that she's
But
she's clearly got something to talk about.
Since Jake knew, Drew's probably under the impression that they've all been hiding it from him, which apparently it seems like they are.
Hmm.
Yeah, Drew got through
Then
under
again-
a bus that he deserved to get thrown under.
Yeah. Then again, Jake also did think that everyone was in on the recording part, which we don't know if that's true yet or not, but it seems like it was one person's decision.
It's clearly not based off that scene, you know.
Such a stable friend group.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's how you tear down all
Good
just
morning,
stable friend
Sean.
groups, just
Morning,
the
Daisy.
inside.
I hope I didn't make you wait
Isn't
too
this
long.
the background you used,
You
Jacob?
said you want.
Oh, this
This is
physical
like-
background?
Incredibly familiar, like with the bench
Maybe.
and the.
Yeah, I definitely recognize the buildings. I think some of the gacha backgrounds have these buildings. It's just like a different angle from them. Either that was a composite background, the buildings have been imported onto it, which, you know, is also a
Talk to me
possibility.
about something.
This looks like
Is
the
everything okay?
one where Raina walks in and then she takes off her hat because she's talking to Agatha, and then Julius is like, "Excuse you."
Oh, that was a custom background, so
Is that-
maybe. I don't think
It looks
I don't
so
think it was.
similar.
Not exactly.
It was more of a
I
head-on
kinda
couple
hope you
benches.
could help with something. It's about the music club. And Jake.
It's from Gacha Club. Well, the different perspectives are definitely got to be different
edited.
places. Yeah, that's got to be custom.
I love Daisy. She's so pretty.
She has a pretty design.
Ew.
Yeah. Again, I can completely understand why Jake likes her. Not only because of that, but also because she actually does remind me of somebody that I had a crush on in school.
What
For the
is
same
wrong
reason.
with you? No way should she end up with him by the end of the show. She's obviously destined to be with the only alpha boy in the school.
What?
Seems pretty.
Interesting to talk about predictability in terms of who ends up with who at the end of a show. Might be symbolic there.
Predictable to me. I still prefer her to end up
No
with.
way! Those two are canon. End of discussion.
Yeah, the creator has been shoehorning them in for some time. It's definitely canon. End of discussion. Who would do such a thing?
I think Zoe's talking about a very wrong ship, but the thing about them being canon, people should listen to that. If it's canon, stop messing with it. The love of God.
Oh. God.
That's more of a death stare.
Damn.
He's getting better at it. He's been taking lessons from Luigi.
I wonder what got his knickers in a twist. He's kind of cute when he's brooding, though. Don't you think so, Leah?
The fandom probably does, but anyway.
Oh, yeah. Totally hot. Well, whatever's got him angry won't compare to what I have to spring on him today.
Oh? What's that?
Let's just say I have my own juicy piece of dirt on him. That idiot had the audacity to blackmail me. Getting my own back.
I like the
with
animation of her
this.
playing with her hair just now. Like when she like twisting her hair, that looked really
That
good.
is true. We do see like a little bit of a strand of hair at the top as well.
Oh my god.
Of course, she's the one who recorded it.
Yeah. Well, oh, that's interesting because he says like, you know, whatever he's angry about, it's going to be worse now, implying that she's got something else that isn't just this
I
in
thought,
mind.
because when I was spoiled for this, I thought the other one recorded it. Because I was spoiled for this way before I watched this, but I haven't watched the episode. I thought
It seems like whoever spoiled that for you was throwing you off the scent deliberately. Maybe.
I thought Leah recorded it.
No.
Why am I thinking that?
You know, I know why. There is a reason. You know why?
Because Leah has like a bit of like a vendetta thing against Haley, so she's kind of would have a motive.
A motive to
No,
what?
I saw a shot of. I swear I saw like
A motive to what?
What are we talking about, Aidan? Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why we're gonna nothing.
I thought I saw a clip.
I don't know. I'm really confused right now. I'm so tired.
Oh, I think
You're the one who's seen this and you're confused. That's not a good sign.
I'm confusing myself with my words. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
The club?
That freak club would never forgive him if they heard this. Now I'll have him do my every.
I love
I know
I love
why
how
I'm thinking
I love how like Jake's VA was like so was so like hesitant to record that line, and now it's like the most reused line in the actual show.
Now I'll have him do my every bidding. I'm such a girl boss.
Oh God, the evil.
I forget. Okay, I forget what that has like a specific name of a pose. I forget what it's called. It's like the Ojo-sama or something like that. I'm probably getting that wrong. KW, please help me out with this.
I always called that the hot girl evil anime laugh.
Okay, I think it's because like there's a character who did like way back in the day, and that's like symbolic with that.
I mean, yeah, it was used a lot in "I'm in Love with a Villainess." By,
okay,
Claire.
it was okay. Yes, but okay, way before that.
Yeah, I know, but like it's just one of the things. Like I know that was one of the things that used a lot in the "I'm in Love with the Villainous" anime that I love.
Yeah, probably because that was like set in a video
that,
game, and so they have like
it's a really good
like,
anime. I hope it gets a season 2. Like I really
just
want
saw
to get
there
season
was
2.
lesbians and then got excited.
I watched I watched 2 episodes of it because Aidan really seemed to be into it at the time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And I'm like, okay, I understand why he's into this, and then for some reason I forgot about it. I don't know why.
Oh, you should finish watching the season. It's so good. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. Villainous. It's a great anime.
Fair enough. Okay then. Me, I don't watch anime. It doesn't mean I just watch anime. It doesn't mean I know every pose name. Okay, but you know more Japanese than I do. Is it Ojo-sama? Did I get that wrong? Is that like a different thing entirely? Anyway, moving on.
That's what everyone's been saying. Jake got kicked out of the music club.
Ah yes, everyone's been saying that. That's why his own friend group didn't know until today. Huh? Hello?
They're rolling
What
into
about
the
the band
rumor mill.
competition? He's not doing it anymore?
You're telling me that that particular set of friends is not into the rumor mill? No way.
I guess not.
Also, by the way, I
Damn.
like the girls' overalls. They look really nice.
I don't.
Fair
It looks
enough.
like she's
Outfit.
about to start a family in 1562.
Oh
That's
my!
accused of being a witch.
No, listen to me, Emily. Overalls are cute.
No,
Overalls
I
are
like
like a good farm
overalls.
thing. However, I tried to start a farm once and I got shut down. Not gonna say what I was growing.
I liked overalls.
That's not canon, by the way. No one
Yeah.
made that.
That's not canon. He never started a farm. Plus, I'm pretty sure weed is legalized in Canada anyway, so it's kind of fine.
Yeah, I guess
But,
it wouldn't. Yeah.
I-
We didn't start a farm.
I like overalls.
I was
It's
only
just
smoking and Jacob was joking. We didn't start a farm. Sorry. I had to get that out of my system. Continue, please.
I like overalls. It's just the fact this specific outfit with the braid makes it look like she's about to be sold off at marriage at 13 by an older man to live on a
It's probably
farmyard.
the overall turtleneck combo specifically, rather than the overalls themselves.
Like if it was white instead of purple, she's about to be accused of being a witch, proper. Like
Oh, the mother of the protagonist whose parents died episode 1 of an anime. That's that also works. Yeah. All right then. I love the funny little raccoon man. I could never pull off a turtleneck. Well, not with my current outfit. We'll see. Not gonna be redesigned anytime soon, so yeah, burn the witch.
Burn her, bro.
I got plenty of things to fuel the fire. Just don't ask where they come from.
I was so looking
We all
forward
may
to
get
being
high
sick.
while the witch burns, if that's alright with you.
That actually, that was I think that was a joke from The Simpsons or something, or maybe it was either Simpsons or Family Guy. I think it might have been Family Guy actually, where they're like get rid of like all the weed in the city or something, and they set like a big pile. They set the pile on fire, and then the fumes like blow over to people, and it's like
that's definitely Family Guy.
I mean, something like that happened in Nightmare Time.
Giving
Circling it
Family
back to
Guy.
Nightmare Time.
actually, yeah, Perky's buds, exactly.
Yeah. They decided to get rid of all the weed by burning it, and all the birds got high.
Adam's
You
not. I do
guys
not
need a
condone this,
lighter?
but I will
Don't worry.
interject.
Don't ask where the fire came from. Don't look at the building over there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Or that orphanage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oops.
But
Oops.
hey, you two.
Yes?
What do you mean?
Man, she's tall.
Jake got kicked out.
Of all the people I expected not to have heard this rumor, anyone connected to Jake would not have been on my list.
Well, I heard from my friends Katie, who heard from
I'm very
Sabrina,
intrigued by this
that
music,
she
by the
and
way.
a couple others.
Ron told me that Dean told by Seamus that Pavati told him that Hagrid's looking for you. We're like, what?
Him get in a fight in the club yesterday. Apparently.
I love this music, by the way. It is very, very intense. I might want to try and find this music for a pop scene somewhere. By which I mean a scene featuring Pop Josephine, not a scene in like a Pops project. Got to make that distinction now.
Yeah,
The club president ran out of the room crying.
Mm-hmm. And Sabrina saw the other members. Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
The quote from Harry
Shoo-shoo.
Potter.
Dang, her hands. Shoo-shoo.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I just like the way Rosa Cosby animates eyes on this background girl. The eyes could look so bright, while on Jake Drew, and so they could look so scary. Yeah. The only time that I was not a fan of like how eyes were animated in this episode had to be, you know, Haley's eye highlights spinning around like crazy. Other than that, yeah, the eyes have been very solid so far. And by solid, I mean smooth. And yeah, he pulls the backwards hand. Okay, then. Smooth. Okay, yeah.
Wow. Guess you won't be getting Jake to be your personal slave now.
Shut up, Maria.
I mean, if anything. Oh, right, of course, because you. Ah. Now I'm. I did think this before because, like, you know, it doesn't make sense for her to say like, oh yeah, what if he's mad about, you know, got a bit more intense now. So potentially it was either a second recording or somebody received that recording in private and then sent it over in public. or she published it by mistake. She went to send it to one person, it became part of a group chat. Any of those situations,
I don't think she'd be that stupid to send it to a group chat. I hope not, at least. Because, girl, you gotta get good at blackmailing if that's the case. Because that's pretty poor blackmailing tactics.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it can happen where you're going to send it to send something to a person on a message app, and then you look at that person's name, but you don't see the fact there's like a comma and there's like several others, so you haven't named the group chat. Yeah, it can occur. It's probably not what happened, but I'm just saying that all three of those are possibilities. Someone else also recorded it and sent it. Someone else see the recording and then sent that, or it was a mistake.
Gripe I have with the design right now. Her eyebrows are the exact same color of her hair outlines. So when her hair is kind of made the way it is, you kind of have the eyebrows crossing over. So I think that eyebrows should have been slightly darker just to be slightly more noticeable, like ever so slightly darker.
Yeah, the other girl on the left also has the same outline color, but of course, because of the way that hair's positioned, then yeah.
They're slightly darker. The eyebrows.
No, they're not. They're the same color. No, they're the same color.
I know that they're the same color. It's just they are one shade darker. It is very unnoticeable, but it is.
Okay, they need to be at least 2 shades darker then.
It's just my acute attention to colors.
Because like they blend in with they kind of like, since they're always over the hair pretty much, they don't look that noticeable.
Yeah,
in the case of the girl with the Satoshi hair.
Why are you telling me to wake up, Bon? I am awake.
Yeah.
Do you hear me right now? Therefore, I am awake.
It seems like Aidan's the one who needs to wake up from before.
Yeah,
Aidan.
Aidan.
Doing fine now. You just take this remember to use it for later. I love how this is like this is how we that's the thing that I tend to say a lot in videos. But yeah, I'm glad my own chat's catching on. Also, someone apparently is very quiet at this point, says Bond.
Who is?
Should I speak louder?
Oh God! Please do
Most
not
of it was
speak
you.
louder. Is it me? Because I mean, I know I'm pretty hot and all, but still.
No, I
not
think that was.
quiet.
I replied to Bon about the wake up thing. I think that was a.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
see,
Bon said
much
much
better.
better. I never said ow, so yeah, definitely. Okay, all right.
That was Emily.
Okay, I will speak slightly louder.
Yeah.
My apologies. I was trying to prove a point. I don't actually know how that sounded, so I'm very sorry.
What the hell? Did that idiot really get himself kicked out already? It can't be the audio. Jake must have done something himself. I never leaked it, and the only person I shared it with was you, Leah. So no.
Okay, now I'm seeing where this is going. So yeah, like I said before, you know, she only shared with one person. So that was option 2 on my list there.
Could have.
About that audio file.
You sent it to a group chat. It was a group chat with my name as the first user, obviously. Oh, what? How is she the angriest character in this episode when Jake's the one suffering as well? We get like the fire flames for her, but not for Jake. Come on.
Yeah, no, like I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that reveal, so that's why I was stuttering earlier when you were talking things, and I got all nervous. That's why I got all weird because I was just like, "Oh crap, I can't say this. I'm saying too much. I need to backpedal."
You know how you complained a lot about KW giving away too much with her vocalizations.
Yeah, like listen. Sometimes I get listen. I'm not gonna backpedal.
Of course, naturally you're going to hold back when it's like reveals like this. So I knew that's why you were holding something back. Because they're like, oh wait a minute, we're onto something here. It's like, yeah, obviously.
Oh, that's smooth door animation.
Dear Jake, we knew you would come here, so we moved to a discreet
We ran away. We were going to Canada, guys. We have moved to Canada to get away from you and your dumb butt.
Dear Jake,
Yeah, we
since you were
we got a
being
job
a
at
little
Harvey's farm.
bumhole, we have moved to Canada. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness. What about my vocals that you give away a lot when you're trying to hold something back? Like whenever like Aidan and I have like made a prediction somewhere around you in the past, you've got like oh like that. It's like, well, we're onto something now. Is that twins in the background? Could have been. I'm not gonna remember trying to find out.
Listen to me anyway. They wouldn't even answer my calls. This is hopeless.
Did you call them? Is it alright?
Jake Sterling!
Probably the worst fate for him right now, actually. The fact that Daisy is mad about anything ever is just the worst. Again, I'm picturing that same crush that I had before. I don't remember her being mad a single time. So that's when he knows something is serious. Not that we didn't know
Daisy?
already,
We
obviously.
need to talk!
Huh? Hey, Daisy, what's this about?
What happened?
What do you mean, what's this about, Jake? What do you think it's going to be about?
Why were you kicked out of the music club?
Word spreads fast, huh?
Apparently.
Yeah,
Apparently.
as fast, but I guess apparently that's not what has been talked about. I mean, she was just having conversation with Sean. Surely he would have brought that up.
I mean,
like,
I
the
think
actual
that was
reasoning.
before school. Like, I think the way it was placed in the timeline is that was before school, and like they met up before school and then they talked about it.
Yes,
and-
they met up before school, talked about it. Now they're in school talking about it. So clearly she knows by now, or should know
Yeah.
at least, if
Well,
Sean
she
was
does
being
know, yes.
candid enough. Yeah.
Why
But
is
she's
she
asking.
asking? Like she doesn't
That's
know.
why, yeah.
Surely Shane? Shane?
I think
Sean, yeah.
I think it's more of the case that she wants to hear it from him.
She's being a parent. And why are you in timeout right now? Why are you in trouble?
No, I think it's more.
voice. It just
In this
sounds
case,
like-
it's more of her wanting to actually hear it from him and get more of actually hear his words on the situation rather than just the other person's. You know.
Yeah. If that is the case, then that once again proves just like how much of a better person that Daisy is.
Daisy is so sweet. Daisy is like one of my favorite characters in the show. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
love Daisy. She's so great.
Stand! You were all working so hard together. Everyone's been so excited for the.
I mean, she's feigning ignorance a little bit too much here. When a parent does this, they say why you're in trouble. You know that they know already, but they want to hear it from you. In this case, she's really pretending like she doesn't know what's going on.
That's what I mean. Like she doesn't sound like she knows, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Daisy. I messed up. I said a lot of stupid things about the club that I didn't mean. I deserved it. I let you down.
And then it turns out that Daisy had a recording as well and sent it to like the entire club. Problem solved because Jake still does not know when he's being recorded.
I let everyone down.
That's what Sean needed help with. It was all planned.
Can't be the end of it. Have they heard you out?
Read the title, Daisy. It says season finale. We're halfway through the video. Do you think it's gonna work? No, Jake. There's a chance for a part 2. It will be in episode 11, I promise you. No, that could never be. Rosie Clossie said it was going to end. Listen to me, Jake. I'm from the future. Yeah, they're episode 11. Oh, okay. So, oh, sweet.
They won't talk to me. There's nothing.
I like the back under his eyes, like the way
Is
it
this
looks.
really how you're gonna leave things?
Yeah.
After everything you've been through with them?
I mean, he's already been trying to make amends. He's just unable to do so. I mean, that's why he's standing in front of the club in the first place.
All the hard work you've put in together. They need you for the competition, Jake, and you need them.
Then tell the club that.
Daisy.
Yep.
I don't mean to.
Oh, he finally fell into. Finally has Daisy in his arms. That's what he wanted this whole time. And it was all thanks to girl whose name I
Sadie.
keep forgetting. Oh, okay.
Sadie.
Rude on whatever this is.
Um,
But Miss Jones needs those papers for the fundraiser.
Oh, right. Thanks, Sadie.
I'm just gonna point out to all of the Haley and Jake fans that he's blushing way harder right now. Just saying. Anyway.
Where did his bags go? But why do your bags disappear when you blush? Is that a normal
Well,
thing?
he also has
I
anime.
think
He
it's
has the
because
anime
he's-
eyes right now because you have to redraw the so anime
Yeah,
eyes.
he also is probably more alert at this point.
Just give me a sec. Jake, when I heard you up on the rooftop, singing alone, I wanted you to find a place where you could be happy doing that.
And he
When I
did.
see you in the music club, I don't think I've ever seen you shine so brightly.
Shine bright like a diamond.
You can't just leave
Daisy
things
is
as
really
they
pretty,
are.
but sometimes it
Fight
just
for
looks like she has a massive ass forehead. Just like
Whoa.
pull that fringe back. You got a 6 head there, man.
Dang.
I guess.
Don't bully my girl Daisy. She's amazing.
Like,
Hey,
don't
look,
get
maybe
me
she just-
wrong,
maybe-
she's hot. I just can't get that image out of my head.
Oh dang.
Hey,
I see
you
I'm
know,
fresh here.
what can I say? Maybe she has Gaulish ancestry.
To you.
Daisy.
I'm sorry, Jake, but I have to
Love gets
go.
of protagonism.
If you need my help, just let me know. I'm
Yes, please tell the club what you just said to me. I agree with everything. Help, please.
waiting for you.
Please record me without my permission and send them the backup.
Okay.
Such a different order.
An audio stuff. An audio can get me out of it, okay?
I don't think that's how this would work, but okay.
Well, I mean, they didn't try.
This is Gacha. Does anything ever have to work? No.
Well,
that's why we have
I
Gacha
guess.
logic.
Guess so. You cray girl.
Don't question, just do it. Gacha life.
Flashback. This is the Daisy flashback.
So this is how he fell for her, most likely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love Daisy's past design too.
Okay, also, again, heard that through my right ear, and she wasn't on screen yet, and Jake turned around to the exact side. That is how the audio bounce effect is done properly. The one that Rosie Closey was using before that I said was done incorrectly, or was done too early.
Right?
Yeah.
I hate that
I
outfit.
found this by the trash. Doesn't this belong to you?
I don't want it anymore. It can go in the trash.
I rifle through the through the trash to bring you this.
But it's precious to you, isn't it?
Please take it. The worms only ate one of the pages.
I hope you don't think I'm creepy, but I see you around school holding this a lot. So, I think it must be important to you, right?
Man, when Marinette does it, like people call her a stalker. Daisy gets away with it.
Well, okay. Marinette has issues beyond that. She literally planned out her life with Adrian. She planned out her life with Adrian and planned out and memorized his schedule for the next 3 years. Listen, okay, there are a lot more red flags.
I'm not saying she doesn't have other issues. I'm saying that when she does stuff like this, specifically, people use that as further evidence, even though it's like, hey, well, it's someone else doing the exact same thing. Just...
Well, Zora, I think it's more in the case of Daisy. It's like just passing your crush by casually in the hall rather than intensive stalking and doing whatever you can to see them. She's just.
I mean, that is
oh, you're cute.
That... That's even assuming that she has a crush in the first place, because as much as we joke about it, she's just basically doing a nice thing right now.
To be fair, Marinette couldn't have been that obsessed. Adrian put on a different outfit, a mask, and some cat ears, and she couldn't recognize him. So
No,
that's just miraculous
that was allegedly miraculous magic. Has been stated behind the scenes. Why,
Yeah, because everyone does that,
okay,
including
so
her.
first
Actually,
we have Gacha logic. Now we have miraculous logic. So what's next?
Yes.
Bloody, I don't know, mutant girl logic.
I hope not. I've been
Mutant
trying
girl
to be as
logic is
logical
just actual logic. I would hope.
Yeah, that's my intention. I was deliberately trying to go against Gacha logic for Mutant Girl. In fact, the original voice of Sebastian actually coined the phrase butter logic to describe
Butter
everything
logic.
the opposite to Gacha logic. Which is
I'm
I mean,
calling it that
sure,
now.
it's meant to be just logic, but yeah, that's that apparently. There's a book in
Logic.
the
You get
trash can.
elf ears, and suddenly you
Yeah.
can see better.
It depends how far down in the trash can it actually was. You know, how just cut to her with like half of her torso down in like the bin rifling through. Like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Don't worry, Jake. There's only maggots on half of the book.
I cleaned off the other half.
The other half got on me.
Yeah. Jeez,
Don't
what's
look
that? Yeah, what's that stain on your clothes? The other half. It's a tiny thing. Those in this, but yeah, there's nitpicks. Well, I've said this before, but the more that we enjoy a story on Gacha View, the more that we nitpick the small details because we are making an entertaining video. Ideally, we hope it's entertaining at least. So yeah, when we like, and of course, you know, we want to try and see the positives and the negatives into something, and we've talked at length about the animation previously, so we just kind of be beating a dead horse at this point if we just go in through it again. But yeah,
Someone
animation
has to believe
good.
things.
Yeah.
Say it is.
Someone
Of
has
course
to be
it
the
isn't.
haters. It's us.
Being passionate about something.
People do think that. Like, when we started these reviews, that was like the big concern. And also, even from like the actual pushback that I got from Aidan and Shorty at the time, every time something seemed to be wrong with this, like that's how highly regarded the Music Freaks Eve was, even before we moved to animation, because we started the reviews like a long time ago. So yeah, it kind of only got exacerbated, but I guess that was like a concern that I had, but it seems like people who watch the Gacha reviews at least that, you know, understand where we're coming from with this stuff.
Something is the opposite of lame. If it makes you happy, why should they have a problem with it?
You trying to do Ladybug's voice? Well, depending on like if she auditions for my 2.0's thing, then that might end up happening.
I was planning to. I'd have to listen to her voice and then try and mimic it, but
That
in
is
theory,
that is
hopefully.
true. I played, yeah, that is true. I replayed you know, the Cat Blanc episode, or at least like parts of it, so I could imitate what Maya 2.0 wanted for Adrian. Am I the only? I think I'm the only person who's all. Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm still the only audition so far. I brought in like 6 people. No, actually 5 people, and only one of them, and I'm the only one who's auditioned yet. So making me look bad. Come on, people. Anyway.
I'll leave it here for you.
It missed the trash can and landed on the floor. It fell into a puddle of mud next to it, but you know, it's fine. That looks like Peppa Pig merchandise, so it's okay. On Jacob's chat, what a contradiction, am I right? Yeah, the place where it all started, the Butter Bunch. Go subscribe, people. Anyway. Ninja was great. Didn't we get upset we nitpick everything in his series? Well, I don't know if he got upset about that. We didn't get like outwardly upset, but he did actually. I remember Josh told me that that Ninja requested that we don't look at them again, as did the Gacha shipper as well. But the Gacha shipper makes a lot more sense because we were a lot harsher. So sometimes people aren't always like super comfortable with with being featured on Gacha Review. I do say all art should be criticized, so that's why I feature in the first place. But hey, if someone directly says to me, you know, please don't watch anymore, react anymore to my videos, then like, well, okay, sure, well, that's fine. I'm not gonna fight you on that one. Honestly, us staring at a screen with nothing just. Okay, yeah, that's also the case where it's like, I mean, a lot of reactions are like that, where people just, you know, will like, you know, watch the video, they'll laugh at certain things they're supposed to laugh at, they'll like go, oh my god, with certain bits, or like they'll say what happened. That's the whole reason Judge Jack's films existed in the first place. I know that was like a laser focus on mostly one creator, but the lessons of that are universal. When I started doing reaction content really in like 2017-ish time, I was kind of hesitant. I didn't know whether to call them reviews or reactions or what, because I knew that I wasn't going to do what everyone else was doing and just I just like play most of the video. I was going to pause and like give my thoughts and such. So, and I knew it was going to be as positive about everything, despite me liking the stuff, because it was my street I started with. So yeah, eventually got more comfortable with that. And ultimately what made me decide to go forward with the idea of reacting to Aphmau was partly the success of Moonty, but also because because I knew that was what the reactors were missing. I watched a few AFMAL reactors before I started. I was like, yeah, there's some stuff here you're missing out. You're not pointing out. Right, that's it. I'm hopping in. I'm jumping in, and I haven't looked back since. and now we're here. We've evolved.
Now we're funny too.
Those jokes are the lame ones.
That is true.
Cool.
You got a question.
Yeah, pointing out mistakes and weird. By the way, PVs is make fun of Gacha, the person who made out pure Mr. Tennis where across the line for me. Yeah. Another thing about like why Gacha review felt like more of a unique thing for me is because at the time, to my knowledge, was the only Gacha reactor who actually used Gacha itself, apart from that one Lauren Z side video that she made in secret. Everyone and I guess technically AFMAL went on to do Gacha reactors, but yeah.
Wasn't it? That was Lizzie.
I have no idea.
Lady.
I have no idea. It's been a while. It was only one person is the point.
That was LD Shadow Lady, and she didn't react to Gacha.
Really? Because I thought that was the same channel I would have watched.
No, Lauren, Scott, and Yami all did reactions, including one to Lizzie's own review. But Lizzie was the only one who ever made anything, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Even worse. I was the only one then. Fantastic.
Dang.
Also, I love how, like, you know, we see like a bit of like a slight curvature of Jake's hand there, actually, in the previous frame. Like, it looks like he's actually like posing on it like this instead of it just being like straight ahead. Not sure if that was just me falling for an optical illusion or if that was like actually changed in some way, but if it was, fantastic. If it wasn't, then I don't know, still cool.
Joel doesn't count. She made Joel watch it. They were in the same house. There's a difference. No, I think it was Scott, I'm pretty sure. It was either Scott or Lauren or both of them together. They
Okay, cool. Can we actually watch the video? Because, like, I actually want to...
I'm sorry. When I go on rants about small things for about 5 minutes, it's unfair on a topic we were already talking about. When you go on, did I bring up the 10-minute, what were we talking about? Star Wars or something? The 10-minute rant.
I feel
where's the big clip of the
I don't think it was Star.
Cut out of the video. You cut out of the video and made it a separate video because Aidan and all of you went on a rant about something.
I actually forgot what it was. I think it might have been Marvel,
Avatar.
actually.
I'm sorry.
As you know, it was Avatar. Yeah, Avatar.
We were discussing Avatar. Yeah,
I'm sorry. When you guys start talking about Avatar during a Gacha review video, it's wrong. When I'm talking about Gacha in a Gacha review video, I'm in no.
No.
Look,
I just
No.
want.
No.
What?
No.
No.
Okay.
Can we talk? Wait!
When I told you to leave us the hell alone, Jake, I meant it.
Oh, whoops.
I want to explain myself. I know there's no excuse for what I said. Even if I didn't mean it, I should have.
You've already explained enough. We know exactly how you feel. We're the freaks that you're too ashamed to be friends with, right?
Xander, that's not true.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I can really trust a word you say anymore. So run back to those douche friends of yours and never bother us again.
Okay, plan B. Daisy, is the offer for help still available?
You got it?
Hey, wait, Luke! Please, just hear me out. Could you at least just tell me where Haley is?
She's not coming to school today, Jake.
Oh.
Whoa, she skipped school? Who would do such a thing? Oh, wait, I did. Never mind.
But when she does come back, I suggest you give her some space. You've caused enough hurt already, and I'd rather you didn't make it worse.
it can get worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it can get worse. I gotta be honest. It's like one of the things where it's like, I think it's already as bad as it can get. Unfortunately.
They refused to talk to me. I don't blame them. After everything I said. And now I'm not even speaking to Drew, Liam, and Henry. I'm all alone again. I did this to myself. This is what I deserve.
The bags are gone. It's late in the day. He's had a nap.
Oh, look, an actual good-looking Gacha dog.
Will you, bud?
I'm surprised that wasn't like muffled how it normally is after those doors in Rosie Cosy videos. Also, his bed looks very different now to before. This is another location retcon, I think.
Why is it so small now?
Yeah.
I think it's just a background thing.
I'm not hungry.
That takes effort to reconstruct a bed and get it wrong with
Something
that.
else that'll cheer you up.
I doubt it.
All right then. I guess I'll go introduce myself to your girlfriend at the door.
Oh, the
I'm
Among
sure
Us
I'd be much
t-shirt
better
is...
company anyways.
Girlfriend? I don't... Haley!
I thought he just immediately defaults to Haley.
Blame me when she falls for my
Imagine if it turns out that it's it turns out that it's Leo or something.
and leaves your miserable ass.
What did he know the
Hey!
difference?
Gee, protective much?
Or it's the Ojo-sama girl that I forgot the name of. He's like, by the way, I'm the one recorded it. I'm so sorry, but like Leah sent it, and then it got out of hand, and she's like actually breaks down.
My brother is so uncool.
Who are you saying that to?
Hey! Oh, Leo.
Yes, it's Leo. Leah. I was gonna say some of you use your Oracle powers. I'm like, I'm gonna let him do it. Like, realize it. Like, yeah, I was like, yep, that's Oracle power moment.
I knocked the table over. Got the stool.
Don't knock over the table, bro.
Dad was so shocked he knocked over the table.
Oh, I swear we need to make a compilation at some point.
Jacob and his Oracle powers.
Right, continuing. I mean, Milo wouldn't know the difference, so yeah.
Hey, now really isn't a good time.
Wait, I have something to tell you.
You did something
About that
bad.
audio.
You were a bad girl. You did some bad things.
Oh gosh.
You?
Yeah, it was me.
Did it all for a motive?
Why?
I don't know.
It was me. It was
Jealousy?
me, Barry.
It was me. Oh my god.
Won the Butter Bunch live. Wait, did I call something the Butter Bunch live stream? I don't remember. I did. I mean, it continued after I left it. So did something happen that I predicted in the? I don't remember.
Why would you do that?
I
thought you, out of everyone, would support me. How could you?
I was angry, okay? You kept ignoring me over and over and choosing your stupid club over everything.
I mean, to be fair, also on his end, you also kind of were constantly sexually harassing him. So I don't know if you're much better. If I'm honest, you kind of crossed a few lines of a lot of your advances.
Yeah.
That he didn't really seem very cool with. So I don't know. To be fair, on his end, it's not like you made it easy.
Leah's much more of what people think Marinette is than Daisy is. They're like the two sides of the coin that is Marinette. They fuse together to become her.
Although I will say on the Marinette end, in like season, in the relation to season 5 Marinette, season 5 Marinette's actually not that bad. Like season 5 Marinette, they pretty much slowly got rid of all the creepy stalker elements.
Yeah,
that which I'm glad about. Although
she had less of a reason to apply those, but yes.
Although the one aspect I didn't like of that season was what? No,
I think it's Bond's comment that Emily's reacting to.
Oh my god, the Kasemi's Easy ST video from freaking high school / middle school time period. It was the worst. Kasemi's Easy ST. Oh my god. But okay, no, but like
I know what it is, but I haven't seen it yet.
But just highlighting the Marinette thing, the only part about Marinette in season 5 that got kind of creepy was the episode Derision, which focused on the fact that Marinette's tragic backstory of why she was a creepy stalker person in the first 4 seasons, and I hated them justifying a lot of the creepy behavior she pulled, being like, "Oh, she's traumatized. It's okay."
Actually,
no.
To be perfectly honest, I'm glad we got an explanation for it. I'd say
I
it's more. Like,
I honestly wouldn't
I said
prefer
it before
explanation.
sometimes where I say it's an explanation, not an excuse. I haven't said that in a while.
Well, in the case of that episode, it felt more like a explanation, but also like kind of an excuse in a way, because the writers do like to excuse Marinette's behavior when she does bad things.
Yeah, so there's clear that ulterior motive, but I like the fact that it exists.
I mean, if it was just explanation, I'd be fine with that. But if it wasn't also used for excuse, then I'm like, yeah, no, please do not excuse that behavior. Traumatized. Being traumatized is not an excuse to traumatize others. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they probably subscribe to the hurt people mentality, which I mean,
like, they're hurt. It's like, yeah, well, they hurt other people, so I don't necessarily think that changes anything.
One sec, guys. I'm going to do my Aidan impression. Oh my god, can we stop talking about this and get back to the episode?
Oh my god.
Look, okay, I only said that because I don't know how long I'm going to be around for, because I want to go to this. I need to go to Sword Day. We're going out of town, so I need to go to Sword Day.
Didn't we have plans after the stream?
That's why I'm going at 8 or 8:30.
Okay. I see then.
That's why I wanted to speed the stream along. That there was a reason behind that.
In that case, I won't dwell on this too much anymore. Apart from one more thing, which is that I saw Milo said his name was before appear there, and then actually be shocked and then immediately retreat behind the window. I just want people to note that I noticed that.
It's outside. Okay.
There's some pizza supplies cancel. Just recast the character.
I didn't plan for this
Unconscious
to
people
happen or
want
anything.
tea. Give them tea.
Yeah. Yeah, again, just do
not give them tea.
Ah, yes, give them tea. There you go, conscious.
No, KW, it's not that I'm quick. It's the fact that Bond banned me from sending in lines immediately after the script was released, so I had to wait like a month before I could do them.
Wow.
And even then,
I can actually understand that in a weird way.
Honestly, Emily, just record them and then mark them as potential needs retake. You just
that's a good point. Yeah, you can just keep the files somewhere.
Yeah, keep the file somewhere, unless the script changes, and then you'll have to re-record parts of it.
That's kind of why I do them so early, so that if Bond listens to them as soon as then I have more time to do them when the time comes. And sometimes especially with GCSEs coming on, I don't know my own schedule.
That's completely fair. Yeah, I've actually wondered sometimes, because I know that Gacha's been around since 2016, but in the way that it exists right now, mostly was a 2017 thing. 2017, 2018 was when I was in sixth form, so I've been doing A levels. So it's sometimes I wonder to myself, hey, what would have happened if I started making Gacha videos earlier? It's oh wait, no, I probably would not have been able to, physically.
Anything. Zoe wanted to use it as blackmail after what happened in the library with Millie's diary. She sent me a copy and I just let my anger get the best of me.
Let anger get the best of you? What do you have to be angry about?
Oh, I
just
don't
explained.
know. Maybe how you keep ignoring me recently? Maybe how Haley and that club takes up all of your time and attention, while your old friends are just disregarded?
I don't... Look, I'm trying my best here. And even if
to be
that's
fair,
true,
you both keep putting him between a rock and a hard place. I don't necessarily know what you want him to do. I mean, either way, one of you gets hurt. He's trying your best to appease both, but clearly, that's not going to be possible at this point.
Yeah.
KW, did you ask us to do episode 3?
I don't remember a request for episode 3. Maybe I missed it, honestly.
I'm about to start.
Assuming you mean
Sorry.
episode 3 of my season
Cryptic
2.
Lands.
Yeah, okay. I kind of guessed, but just in case.
I feel like I did, but I also don't know. Where is my mouse?
I thought to ask here. Well, okay, well, at least whether or not you did or not, we've got the request now.
Can't you check the files, KW?
I'm gonna probably I'm gonna probably do that. Record that either tomorrow or the next day, mainly because that's when I'll
It's
still
getting
have
late.
this good mic. Well, yes, it's getting late now, but I'll have this good mic. I'm not taking this mic with me to Galicia, so probably that's why I did so much voice acting stuff yesterday, particularly.
Oh, wait. Once you leave, though, we're not going to be able to record maximum security for a while. No. I want to work more on maximum security.
Unless you're fine with me recording on the headset microphone.
I mean, I'm fine with that, if you're fine with that. I just want to record more of maximum security. Maximum security.
Yeah.
Look at what you do to
maximum
me. It's a song that we're working on about people being in prison for stalking.
Oh, I love that.
It's thematically fitting, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Know that. I know we're not that close, Jake. I don't blame you for not paying any attention to me. But still, it hurts. Watching you walk away to be with them all the time.
I did do episode 3.
It wasn't my intention to do that.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to walk towards them, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings, I guess.
Yeah.
I love singing. And the club is where I can do that without feeling judged. Unlike how you guys and I picked on the club. I just don't understand.
Okay,
on the
awesome.
floor and not on the chair like a normal person.
BC wants to sit on the floor. Also,
I know he's saying
I like.
empty, but why?
Also, I like how Leah's skirt kind of moves a little bit with her leg and like the way it's like positioned. Like, I just think that's really cool.
Yeah. Oh my camera's frozen. Oh dear.
Oh man, we're just gonna for the rest of the stream we're gonna be staring at judgmental Jacob face for some reason.
Yeah. You've heard of disapproving O'Leary. Now you have judgmental Jacob. You know what? I'm gonna leave that on screen in case if anyone wants to actually make that into a meme. Here you go.
Yeah, here's judgmental Jacob, guys. You may want to screenshot it.
You said that as I screenshotted it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So be it. I'll embrace that. I will take off the webcam right now. So I'll give it a moment, then I'll try to put it back on.
I don't really. I'm just jealous, okay? I just wanted to get closer to you. And then you made new friends, and it was obvious that you had more in common with them.
Well, I mean, you wanted to be more than friends with him. You wanted to smooch him, but you know that ain't happened.
Well, I mean,
she wanted to snog.
She wants to get closer, but she didn't say how much closer.
Aidan did not
that way.
get my Harry Potter reference, okay?
I did. I understand. Yes.
I
mean,
mean,
it's not like an actual it's not like an actual unique word to Harry Potter, but it's the only place I've actually probably heard it used. Actually,
Kaylee.
No one else says
actually
snog.
nice and talented. Things I'm not because.
Okay, so here's how to be
a
nice.
jerk.
Do not send out a recording to ruin friendships. That's being nice 101, guys. Do not.
I
do
wanted
that.
you to like me more, so I destroyed your entire passionate career. And also made you leave your entire other friend group. Love
Yeah,
me.
you know when someone says, "Oh yeah, if X person is mean to you, that means they like you." It's like, well, cool. I don't like them on account of them being mean to me.
Cool.
Like,
X
that never
person
made
ruined
sense.
my life. I hope they die. Sorry.
Yes, I take pride in the fact that I have had plenty of crushes over the years. Trust me, like my first crush when I was like 7. I've had feelings and I processed them a lot. But I take pride in the fact that I'm pretty sure I was not mean to a single one of those people to disguise feelings because.
Well, I mean, Jacob, you're never intentionally mean to anyone. I say intentionally. I don't know. Sometimes you could be a little bit mean on occasion, if by accident. But that's, you don't realize it sometimes. So
Well, yeah, no, I can understand that, but But yeah, like what I mean is like I definitely did not. I don't have to go out of my way to be like, oh yes, I'm going to be mean to you, but because I like you. It was like, no.
I like you. I want to make out. I will bully you now viciously.
Yeah, the meanest that I get is when I torment torment friends for on account of the Schadenfreude within me. But that's not even when I'm like properly close to someone.
Jacob isn't a terrible person. Be like Jacob.
This is not where I was trying to like go with this, for the record. Anyway.
I always thought we were the same, and that you'd understand that part of me.
Leah.
I always thought you were a mean, horrible person like me, but I guess you weren't that mean and horrible. Oh well.
I get where she's coming from. It's just like she went about it the very wrong way.
Yeah, no, I mean I get why she feels the way she does. I'm just making fun of her stealth.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ease up on her.
It all comes down to the execution. Okay, so any VOD watchers right now, yeah, in case someone's wondering, Bond sent us something, and I have not seen it yet, but Emily clearly has. Let's see what Bond has sent it. Oh god.
Okay. He sits on the floor and not on the chair like a normal person.
I mean, I'm gonna put it on screen. Give me a moment.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. We should make more memes. It'd be amazing.
I'm just gonna give them a second. Yeah. Oh no, do not add source. It's in here. Okay. And here it is. It's the first judgmental Jacob is what we call it. All right then. Also, while I was on Discord, Adri was pinging me, so I sent this message. Is it my favorite people? That's crazy. Yeah, welcome to the.
I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy.
A rubber.
They locked me in a room.
I just wanted to say sorry for sending that audio. I messed up everything for you.
I'll be honest, this would be a great moment to like have a musical number. Which, by the way, apart from the Haley thing at the very beginning, we haven't already had one this episode, surprisingly.
Wasn't you?
Is there only one? I think there's only one musical number in this episode, actually.
Well, that's okay.
But the main reason why that's the case is
judgmental Jacob. When there's only one musical number.
Oh my god, this meme format potential is here. For judgmental Jacob.
Yeah, it's just it's used mostly for gacha stuff.
I need to make the joke I sent to Born into an actual thing, so I can send it to YouTube, but I can't right now because my thing won't work.
But one of the reasons why there's only one musical number is because episode 10 was meant to be part 1. It was meant to be a full episode, but it got cut in 2. So that's why there's only one musical number. Because I think there's like 2 in the next episode, and that's it, So that means there'll be 3 in the whole season finale, which is more than a normal episode.
I mean, the only reason if the reason it feels so empty in this case is because we had a musical number right at the beginning, which was only like half of a song anyway. Not even that, it's more like a third actually. And then nothing else. Not that it necessarily needs it, because I've said before, like with this particular type of musical, there are some musicals where it's like everything is done mostly through song. So like Hamlet or La Boheme or La Boheme is an opera, but you get the idea. But yeah, a lot of the time they end up being more like this, and that's also fine. It's just that the way that it's been forwarded so far, and the fact that Rosie Closey seemed to be, adamant about getting at least one song into like every single episode for understandable reasons, it stands out.
Yeah,
and also
I
we had
mean,
a couple of chances here. I thought like like the scene of like Daisy, saying like she still wanted to support him, trying to like was her own
well,
confusion
it's
whenever
also
she first
song
saw him.
choices.
Yeah.
Like she would have to act, like I'm sure maybe while she's writing the script, she's actually had songs in mind that she just casually listened to that she knew of to put
Potentially.
in.
I mean, that's that's one of the only ways to write a jukebox musical, unless you like a medley version, which is not what this is. So
Yeah, but in this case, I mean, honestly, I'm fine with one musical number just because honestly, this episode and its like story and the way it's executed, I think is actually pretty good in general. With like the way it's told.
Karma was bound to get me eventually.
Oh my god, he set the title. Oh my god.
I was the one who wound you up.
Roll
I'm
credits.
sure they'll realize it eventually. But you seriously need to work on being more honest with people.
Okay, how about you try and be honest with people? Talk to the club and say it was you. That will actually help them.
Well, they know. I mean,
who, yeah, they
know who it was from. What do you mean they know who they know who texted it? At least.
Well, I know that Haley received it. I'm not sure if she actually clarified to everyone who it was. But that would have been like a start. Ultimately, they're more annoyed by the words that were spoken rather than like that situation. But again, anything would help in this situation. Because Daisy just did nothing. Daisy was useless right now. Unless
Daisy,
you did record him instead.
That Daisy scene was actually set up for Daisy helping later on in the storyline, which happens a lot next episode.
Why did we just set up for Daisy helping? She could have just helped right then and there.
It was meant to be in the first. This was meant to be a single episode.
It doesn't matter. That scene would have been the occasion for it. It doesn't matter whether it was part of one episode or two.
I mean, no, that scene was set up for later in the said episode, Daisy pulling through and doing something to help out Jake.
No, I know what you were saying. It's just that was the time in order to.
Well, they weren't. They weren't. Well,
which he didn't.
Okay, do not talking to Xander about forgiveness. Xander's a brick wall, and I don't think Xander's the kind of person to forgive like that. So.
I mean, sure, Xander is Xander. However, there's obviously Sean as well, who she's like very close to. There's Haley, who has been the most affected by this.
Haley is
There's Luke, who's far more reasonable.
Also, Luke is still really upset about the whole situation, especially because his boyfriend is really upset. So he's probably
of course, yeah. But again, he's still
Luke and Xander are effectively brick walls. Especially because imagine the fight that Xander and Luke would get in if Daisy even convinced Luke to start a conversation, have like a small conversation. Xander would throw a hissy fit.
Okay, so maybe Luke wouldn't decide to like reach out from there, but he would at least hear her out.
No, he would be upset just hearing out. It's Xander, dude. You think Xander would be like, "Oh, you just heard about?"
No, I'm talking about Luke here, not Xander. Yeah. I know Xander would be upset hearing her out because
it would just cause a whole kerfuffle. And in the case of Sean, I could see that, but at the same time, I don't really. It's not really Sean's call to make in general. Even if Sean did hear him out, I mean, I guess Sean could argue, but that would also cause more division in the club in general.
I mean, no one's properly like a leader of this. I mean, I guess
Haley is technically a leader,
but like it feels much more like equal than anything.
Yeah, but in the case,
also Haley's not there, so what do you do?
Yeah, but it's just gonna build up a future scene where Daisy really helps get at least a push to help him break through that, or like start to break down the walls that were put up. If that makes any sense, because
Yeah. Although also from the way it's described right now, it sounds like she could have actually done that without the scene being there in the first place.
Haley has to hear what happens because you can't really have a big scene without Haley hearing it, because that would kind of take away from the scene if Haley wasn't there, because like Haley is a massive person that he feels that he's connected with, and to hear actually him say what he says.
I mean, that's if like you want to do it all in once, which I guess narratively speaking makes it's much more satisfying to watch if it's
also
everyone at the same time.
also the main reason why throughout all this episode, well, in throughout first half of the initial finale, they're separated is because it also gives a lot of weight and stakes to them separating, and it's not just like something that's solved within 10 minutes, if that makes any sense. Like if it was solved within 10 minutes.
This video is 20 minutes long alone, so it definitely wouldn't have been.
Yeah, no, but like if it was solved within 15 minutes tops, it would feel kind of cheap. Like you built up the whole, you had the ending of episode 8 and all of episode 9 to build up to that one scene where he gets so fed up and says all that stuff he doesn't mean, just to have like 15 minutes of separations for them to be like, "Oh, we forgive you, Jake. We're okay now." And then it's like,
okay, but why? But why would they need to separate the episodes to give that? Because the
No, I'm
episodes
not
combined
saying
together would be
separating
like an hour and
not-
7 minutes.
Not separating the episodes together, but the point being, overall, the group ends up separated, I think, for like 40 minutes total, because the season finale is like 40 minutes long.
Yeah, so that would have been the case regardless of. Well,
Yeah, but
actually,
they only would
the
have
whole,
been-
the whole season finale actually is like an hour and 7 minutes by my calculations. But yes, they would have been for long enough.
Like basically separated for 40 minutes, so it gives severe weight to it, like 2 episodes worth of time. They're separated.
Okay, I'm saying that the time would be equal regardless.
Yeah.
That's
But
that's my main thing about this
no,
separation
not
thing
saying
they're
not
here.
saying they have to be separated, but like but that's like, okay, so it's like also one example of in Fallen Angels, the way I do like those
Talking about
small.
Miraculous. I was talking about Minecraft YouTubers. Sorry.
Wait, what?
But like this is going to like in Fallen Angels, where I'll have a small scene in one episode which will build up, which will eventually be more relevant or build up a storyline throughout the season. But it's just like kind of building it up, and like that. Plus, that scene was also to motivate him, because he in that scene, Jake was starting to feel like it's hopeless and like he should quit trying and stuff. He's starting to feel the fatigue of it because he felt like there's no hope. And Daisy's the one who spurred him on to like push him forward and actually try to attempt it again. And then that will continue on in the next episode because obviously they're gonna forgive him because there's season 2 and we obviously know where that's gonna go. That's not really a spoiler. That's kind of just inevitable stories.
It would be more surprising if if the series did continue without Jake. Physically, they could do it, but like you wouldn't want to at this point.
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of stories are even built on Jake anyways. So I mean, it'd be kind of weird switching main protagonists that watch.
That depends.
I mean, I honestly, I think it'd be interesting one day doing a show where like season 1 has a completely different protagonist, but then the protagonist dies, or the protagonist, something horrific happens to the protagonist, where like a new, or
you are literally just describing Danganronpa V3.
V3
and Game of Thrones.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I would want to do, but again, that's also has to be a multi-season deal.
I mean, actually, yeah, a school setting like this would actually work for that, because technically speaking, the music club is a club in the school. So depending on like who's like still there and such, you can rotate the people quite easily. Again, not that Rosa College would want to, but physically that's a possibility.
Because as she would say, she writes really cliche stories. So
which
clearly,
she has also said she wants to try to branch out from. But yes, that is up until this point.
Season 1 is
the
definitely leans more into the cliches than I don't know about season 2. Maybe season 2 is gonna be a lot different. Which I'm really excited for season 2. I don't know if season 2 is gonna happen though. I don't know if Rosa Cozy has like said anything recently about season 2 production wise, where she's at with that. He's like, I'm really hoping we get a season 2. I don't know, within maybe, or like episode 1 within like 7 months. That would be nice. That would be nice. If we could get it sometime this year at least.
Yeah.
And that's
There are multiple other characters that can steal and copy people's quirks.
To all the VOD users right now, Emily's referring to a comment in the chat where Ghost City just asked if there are any MHA characters who can each other's powers, or quotes would be case.
I mean, haven't we jokingly called, or haven't someone? I feel like someone jokingly called like Liam, not Liam. Crap, what's his name?
Henry. We've called him this young
Deku.
Deku multiple times. Yes.
Yeah,
Because he looks like Deku.
Yeah, I think that's been a thing, sort of.
I keep forgetting his actual name. The reason I know his name this time is because the other friend actually said it when the whole like Drew reveal came on. Which, by the way, we haven't actually seen that. That's probably going to get resolved next episode, or Drew's going to confront.
Well, I will say, in my scripts in general, when I write things, I'll have the characters occasionally say the other character's name, is being like, Alana, what are you doing here? You know, instead of what are you doing here? You know, I'll like have the name be said on occasion, just be like, here's their name again. Here's the name.
I mean, that's
Sometimes I think that takes away from the line, though. Like
it depends. Sometimes you get away with it.
Just using that line as an example, like say she's like proper annoyed. If you have like, I feel like it could be, even if it was the same tone, if you have like, what are you doing here? And then like, Alana, what are you doing here? I just feel like it's less.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you say, because you always go like, Alana, what are you doing here? Like that.
Yeah,
and that's how you would.
I just think more aggressive. But sometimes like the position of a name can always change, like how you say it. Because if like Alana,
what are you doing here, Alana? Yeah.
Yeah, what are you
That
doing here,
also works.
Alana? I feel like that's more powerful than Alana, what are you doing here?
Yeah, but regardless, the idea of having the characters occasionally say another character's name to the other character, to the character, just I don't know. I think it's a nice way in the script to like remind the audience of their names. Ideally, to make the name stick, because even what like some people I've talked to would be like, "Oh yeah, what's that character's name?" It's like, their name is crap. What?
Yeah, well, most of the time the chat is really good at that, particularly Josh, but lots of people in the chat have like helped remember certain names, like Sadie, for example, in this very video.
Yeah.
Because we watch a lot of gachas for this series. We're not gonna remember like everyone's names at all, and there's a lot of people.
It's just nice to get a little reminder every once in a while, or like a little brief restating of the name.
Of course, yeah.
For a second.
What are you doing here anyway, Monty? I do remember that line. I actually struggled to figure out how to say a lot of things in Secrets of the Plot. I spent about 10 minutes trying to say one single line yesterday from episode 5.
Haha.
Sometimes it can be like that, yeah. Anyway, oh wait, anyway.
Yeah, you have a point there.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. I don't blame you if you stop talking to me. I'll see you around anyways.
I will say at least she did the right thing to come towards him and confess in the first place. That much credit we can give her, and she's not like trying to say like you're forced to forgive her.
Forgive me.
I'm sorry I couldn't be a better friend to you.
It's okay. Maybe if I cut down on the heavy flirting, we might have been good friends.
Yeah, maybe if you didn't do that, because that got really creepy. Especially because I'm not interested in you like that.
Yeah. By the way, this is a resolution that Netflix originals would never have, because a lot of the time it's like, I've been horrible to you, I forgive you, let's make out, end of movie.
I forgive you.
That's the real plot twist here.
Never forget.
You thought Jaylee was canon? No, it was Leah x Jake.
Never forget Sierra Burgess. But yeah.
Oh God.
Existential crisis to whether robots convey human emotion and grunts the same way humans do. This is the stuff that I think about, because grunts and stuff is like rarely ever conveyed in like in text, but like there's one of the things that, because a lot of VAs don't read stage directions, so sometimes we're like, okay, here's like a scene where someone's like obviously like getting or something like that.
If I'm gonna have a character grunt, I'm probably just gonna put in parentheses grunts in pain or grunts in general.
Yeah.
Just like crying, like I just put crying line and then maybe like sobs after the line. It depends, being like it depends on how I would write it.
Yeah.
Migo! Stop jump scaring me like that!
Not my fault you're so hyper-reactive.
Among Us.
Yes, we've mentioned that already.
Among Us. Oh, Bob
It's
Ross.
actually, it's very apparent that like all the characters that were created like in Gacha life, or at least in the forms that they were, have modified animated versions of things that are found in Gacha. But you know,
Yeah.
there's like some details, like like younger Daisy, for example, and like
Actually having the
here.
flowers and the flower necklace.
Yes, and I guess technically also we could count the broken heart with Haley in the opening sequence, but that was still a modified version of a Gacha thing, so not really. But like everyone, there's some things like custom imports because there's no Among Us T-shirts in Gacha, despite the fact that considering when the game released, it would have been an apt time to include that. But anyway,
Did you get dumped?
What?
What?
No, Dumbo. She's only a friend. We were only talking about
I think you dumped her.
school stuff.
My poor big bro.
I mean, technically, he's not entirely lying because it is stuff that happened at school and affects the school, but
We're stuck in the friend zone. I'm always here
What?
if you need advice.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
so Gen Alpha. I
Go to a
hate it.
12.
I know. Well, technically, he would be aged Gen Alpha to take place during 2020.
I'm very
Maybe.
happy that
Right.
Rosicles didn't
What?
include like a bunch of like Gen Alpha slang on purpose here because the Gen Z slang is already bad enough in this series.
Advice.
I have had
How old
more
is he,
girlfriend-
Aiden? I did not hear that.
What?
How old is he?
I think he would be Gen Alpha. I think age-wise.
But
I
that
think.
you didn't. That doesn't.
I think because this takes place, I'm pretty sure during 2020.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
That still
Well,
doesn't help me.
in 2020, the oldest Gen Alpha would have been like 8.
kindergarten than you ever have. Before you know it, I might even snatch your precious Daisy first.
Whoa!
my
Oh god, he got the Giga Chat chin! Not the Giga Chat chin! No!
Well, speaking of stuff that's available in Gacha Club.
No!
Also, I love that even in his own fantasy, he knows how short he is, so he gave himself a stool. Just for like there's like a little bit of accuracy to counteract the chin.
The chin looks like a butt.
Yeah, Milo 1, Jake 0.
Also,
I'm
he
now,
knows. Wait a minute, he knows who Daisy is, but thought that Leah was his girlfriend. Man.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Also, Bob Ross again.
I'm
Yeah,
now
I was
like-
about to say, was that Bob Ross? Was that like a relative of theirs? Is that like what Jake's dad
This
looks
is
like?
Bob Ross. They
Jake's
have
dad
a-
is Bob Ross. That's what they have
Oh
a photo
my
of.
god. Well, Jake's dad, I'm pretty sure is dead or not in the picture. I don't know or a divorce or something because during the final performance, we get to see Milo and his mom in the crowd, but we don't get to see his dad. So his dad maybe
Yeah, 'cause he was out
dead.
touring.
Bob Ross is also dead, by the way, in real life.
Okay, fine. He was out touring and died. Fine.
What? Sure, that's totally it.
I'm sorry. I'm now like desperately trying to figure out whether that kid is Gen Z or Gen Alpha. And
Wow.
He would have
in
been an oldest
2020,
Nice
the
to
youngest Gen Alpha kid would have either been
Well, the youngest Gen Alpha would have been born. The oldest Gen Alpha would have been
No.
like 8.
Oh, sorry. They would have been older. It depends on what you because some people class Gen Alpha as in 2010 below, so they would have been 10. But some people
Okay.
class it from 2012 because the 2010s
Yeah,
and
that's
the
why I was
2011
thinking
have been throwing a
2012.
fit on TikTok.
Yeah, I was thinking 2012 was what I heard most recently. That's why I said 8. But yeah,
I
I've
still
also
think
heard
it's
2010 because
2010.
it's a nice medium because some people say like Gen Z starts in 1997, which is also a bit of a weird year to like have as the cutoff date. Why 97 specifically would be the question for me.
Club.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
They're 87. Wrong year, but you know. Well, that's not the point.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Like Gen X, whoever's like, I think it would have been Gen X, defined by millennials were defined by
Yeah,
Ninja
millennials.
Turtles. Starts in 1987. 10 years later would be 97. That's the cutoff date, and that's when Gen Z starts. There we go. We fixed it. Yeah. Which also by that logic would have been
Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell, Turtle Power.
Wasn't it Heroes in a Half Shell? Oh, we had this talk before, didn't we? Anyway.
I don't know.
So brightly. You'll
Light
never
shine
be
bright like a
blind to
diamond.
Yeah.
Yourself and everyone around you.
You can't just leave things as they are. Fight for what's precious to you.
He has been trying.
Oh, ooh, I liked that animation where he was reaching in his pocket because he grew a little bit because, he was stretching the fabric.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Daisy.
okay. Oh, hey, he's been using that number. Of course he has.
Thanks for watching our rehearsal today. We'll be there again Friday lunchtime, by the way, or BTW.
Yeah, do you want to read for Daisy, Emily?
Sorry, I've just gotten very annoyed that his text messages originally started out as green and now they're blue, even though he's on the same app. Why did he switch from Android to iPhone? No, because when he was texting Haley, his text messages were green. Now they're blue. So unless he changed the theme on Messenger, which by the way he didn't, because the icons below were blue. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm a messenger.
I was gonna say, Haley, with green hair, I guess would be, that would be more thematic. But
her hair's cyan. You. Sorry. Sure.
You nimgapoo.
It looks green in a lot of shots. I'll be honest.
Well, it's like a greenish cyan, okay? It's more.
Cyan.
It leans on the green.
Cyan with a fade of light blue. Sorry.
God. Okay. Anyways, read for Daisy, Emily.
But the first text message is Jake's.
I already did.
I already read that one before.
Did you? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
I wasn't listening.
Before the thing about the green versus blue.
Okay. The pleasure's all mine, Jake. Watching your rehearsals makes my day. Hee. Heart emoji.
Orange heart emoji.
That's yellow.
Yeah, it looks orange.
No, it doesn't.
It looks
You're
orange.
colorblind, mate.
I'm not
Emily.
colorblind.
It's you versus everyone. I think by numbers.
That is yellow.
We're gonna have to question things.
That is bright yellow.
Smiley face, heart emoji. Hey,
Daisy. No, that heart and the smiley face are the exact same shade of yellow. You gotta sit there and tell me that smiley face is orange.
I guess it's meant to be yellow, but it looks orangish yellow.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It looks
It's
golden to
bright
me, which
yellow.
I've always viewed as orangey yellow personally.
Exactly.
It's
Anyway.
golden on the scale of things is yellow.
Cool.
The color scale is subjective.
Color
anyway.
Anyways,
go on, last line.
Hey,
Jake.
Daisy, are you free? I need to ask you for a favor. Period.
No, go home. Wait, you are home. That doesn't make sense.
Go home.
Okay, it was here as a hard shell.
Get out.
Oh, it
that's a
seems
cool
like this
shot.
was not the right time.
This is the cliffhanger.
Stupid! He just had to open his big gob. I can't believe
You got.
Don't cheat on your boyfriend, then you
Hey,
can't say
don't
that
cheat
on
on your
stream, but,
boyfriend. Don't
Yeah.
cheat on your boyfriend, and maybe you won't have to get broken up with by him. God.
Zoe, unconscious people don't want tea. Don't give them tea.
Conscious people don't want to be cheated on.
right.
Conscious people don't want you drinking tea with other people.
Does he think I'm gonna sit here and accept it? Ha! What
Accept
an
what?
idiot. You wanna out me? Then I'm outing you.
I mean, that already kind of happened, but sure.
It's not just public. It's very public.
Okay.
No more.
I suppose, yeah, if you didn't send it to everyone, but yeah.
And we just did a club.
Please share. Please share.
Please share, guys. I want revenge, guys. Please share this. Please share this message with all.
Please
I just
share
wanna give
this.
Abby's
I'm
still
a
here.
terrible person.
Have fun tomorrow at school, Jake.
Or he could just look at
That
the
reminds
post
me of-
himself and then not come in, but just
That,
me.
that
I
reminds me,
guess.
in a weird way, that reminds me of See You After Class, Little Spy, which was also at the end of an episode that was not meant to be a two-parter. So in both cases, it worked out. A close-up mouth apparently is the way to go for a two-parter. Who knew?
Well, the close-up mouth is normally like intimidation, or we'll use for intimidating.
Yeah.
Like the words you're saying are meant to hold a lot of weight in general, where it's like, You know, where it's like, ooh, no, this is serious. This is a serious thing we gotta pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, pay attention only to the words in the mouth, nothing else.
Zoe X Drew. Yeah, Drew Bear, more like Drew no longer there. I keep thinking that she's gonna do like an announcement at the end or something, like with actual words, but I think she's switched permanently to this.
Well, sometimes you don't want to record lines.
I mean, okay, sure, but I don't know, just because the way you started it.
Mutant Girl March.
Yeah, where's their Mutant Girl merch? I want to buy a Morwenna plush.
Real.
I think it's going to probably take a lot more to manufacture a plush than it would.
I
like
would love to buy a Morwenna plush. You know, it would be awesome. I want to buy like Fallen. I want to also have like Fallen Angel plushes one day. But like, you know, what I want to do for the merch line. I think it'd be really cool. What I want to have a zipper in their back, where like if you unzip it, you can pull out the wings and then zip it up and then like have the wings out. But if you want to, but you could also put the wings back in the pouch and zip it up and have them not have their wings. I think that'd be such a cool mechanic to have.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Animal.
Yeah.
It's
honestly
giving me trying to commission a Lilith plush on eBay.
Yeah. the only like definite thing I want to do for merch is like the 9 moral alignments and have Julius's face in the middle because that's where true neutral is. But that's you know, in the future I'll have to like probably get some like lineup for Julius in order to do that, because you know, depending on like the legality of using the gacha image itself. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you alter the gacha image, it should be fine.
Oh well. Okay, that was the episode. And so let's see. Cool Jake about like that. Wait, like what, the music? Oh, the musical merch thing. Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
We have talked about this for like years at this point. It's been many years.
We definitely have. Oh, I do like this as well. I remember this this being mentioned as an idea. I mean, yeah. Also, like potentially, like they have like a bit of a spine or something. I don't know.
I want a hoodie that just says neutral on it and nothing else.
I mean, okay, if we were to have that,
like a black hoodie, red accents, neutral on the front. Nothing, just.
I mean, honestly, if that were to happen, though, I think it would probably be even better if you also had like I had like Julius's face, you know, neutral, like had him winking or something. That would just give it more like punch.
No, that's a separate. That's a separate merch thing. I just want the word neutral just across the chest.
I would have thought it would have been like light gray actually, because that's, you know, kind of like a.
Or it could be, or you just be a flat out red hoodie like Julius's hoodie in season 2.
I mean, that goes into the fact that Luna may technically design that, but anyway.
It's a red hoodie. What are they gonna do? Copyright the fact that someone has a red hoodie of short sleeves?
Okay, fine, yeah. It's season 1 or a hat. I love that. Like, I thought he was here before. I think he like left now or something. But yeah, now he brought up neutral again. Seems to not be. We have to summon him back for this because I actually did tell him what was going to happen off the stream.
Wait, what if there was a Julius plush, but one of the aspects was he had like little felt glasses you could take on and off.
Why?
Okay.
I
feel like that would make more sense for Reina.
It would, yes.
Actually, yeah.
But then again,
that would only be season 1 or season 2 right now. I would say season 2.
Actually, yeah, the customizable feature for Reina could be like the hat that's removed and you can reveal the ears.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like normal ears, regular ears. Although, would you?
Okay, you know what? Now we're talking about this. The plush line actually makes a lot more sense.
The plush line would be fun.
I want a Darren plush so I could throw it out the window, burn it alive, bury it in my back garden, and feed it to my guinea pig.
Wait, what about an wait? There could also be like an Empress plush as well with like a removable hat too. Like Empress also has a removable hat.
Yeah, I like that.
Felix with a removable prison jumpsuit, so you can change him into normal clothes.
What? Well, I mean, or we could just do like season 2 Felix. I mean, we don't actually have to do like full on season 3 Felix. You could just put him in his regular clothes, you know.
Yeah, you make a normal one, then you give him a prison jumpsuit accessory, handcuffs.
I think
Handcuffs.
hiccups now from laughing.
No, he has a little felt syringe that he uses to mutate people.
Okay.
Oh, what else would be a brilliant idea with this plush line concept?
I don't know. We can workshop that at some other point. For now, thoughts
Moana
on the
has a
episode?
removable tail, so she can be a normal girl
Nah,
again.
that wouldn't even make any sense for Morwenna. I don't think a removable tail idea would make any sense because that's not something that would even happen in relation to the show.
Or just cut it off.
What? Okay. What? She would bleed out and die.
I want to write a story about. I want to write a story about a mutant who cut off their mutation. That's what I want to do.
Well, a lot of mutations alters a body part of theirs, and it gets so
Your
enshrined
point?
with their biology that they would have to have a very specific surgery, like hyper specialized
mean
surgery
surgery,
to
I
make
mean
sure they
rip it
don't die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is
ripping
actually-
it off would kill them because it's
How do
their
I know?
biology.
There is
It's like-
there is a like a subplot in X-Men and 3: The Last Stand where that actually does sort of happen for a bit.
I mean
and then it
that
gets replaced
okay,
undone.
Emily. That's like me ripping off one of your ears.
Yeah, your point.
No, she knows what you're talking about, Aidan. It's just that, they go to such drastic measures despite the obvious medical consequences that would entail from that.
Yeah, the medical consequences wouldn't be
Think
fun.
about the bullying Morwenna went through. As much as that wasn't like as aggressive as it could have been, imagine some of the vile things people would do to someone. Like people do terrible things to people because they're gay or because of the color of their skin. Imagine what they do if you had a whole ass dragon tail out your bumhole. Like
Your
I'm saying,
bumhole. It's
that
actually
would
not
drive
in
you
her
insane.
bumhole. It's
That would
well,
drive you
she
so-
actually it's her bumhole is under her tail. She doesn't poop through her tail. That'd be weird.
Being literal, Aidan.
Oh. Well, I thought we were being literal. Okay, it's not my fault.
So, like that would drive you insane. You go psychotic after a while. You'd constantly be discriminated against.
You just love the fact that characters go psychotic and
Yes,
go insane.
I mean,
You love
well, the
that.
discrimination
whole
aspect
point.
was the discrimination aspect was like an intentional part of the design of the series, but yeah,
Going
it's like the one.
insane.
It's like the one aspect I kept from gacha cliches at the time.
the darker part of
Well, I
mutation
mean, to be fair,
theory,
they're also
like
but unlike
obsessists,
unlike the regular
ugh.
gacha cliches up to that point, they weren't discriminating her off something like small, super small and unnoticeable.
Yeah,
like,
no, I
like the
I
girl
made sure it was
without
like an obvious thing.
and gets harshly bullied for it or something, like some stupid reason like that.
Yeah, I made sure it was something very obvious that she couldn't hide, no matter how hard she tried, and that's why you supposed to effort like everywhere else, and that was part of it. Like, I need to make the most bombastic thing. Then again, I also already designed the characters an extra in the previous video I did, so it just kind of
worked
aligned in
out.
that way. Yes, it worked out. A lot of things in the musical just worked out some way, because we talked about today how I was originally supposed to be the first Julius, and then because Adley forgot that I sort of said I was going to be the character, I was like, you know what, sure, you want to be that character? Why not? I don't have a problem with that. And then I just did like mostly the bit parts from that point onwards. It's like, well, it kind of worked itself out that way, which is the exact opposite I do to like everywhere else, where I'm just like multiple roles at a time. But yeah, like other stuff like that. Anyways, for this video, the 2-part separation
it was
actually
good.
for all intents and purposes, the 2-part separation does work where it is right now. I presume that's why it's a split of I guess would be like it'd be like 33-67 splits, because it's not really like a 50-50 or anything. So this clearly was like the last potential breather before the rest of the action goes by, and it does come across that way. Regardless of whether or not the Daisy scene existed or not, it still would fulfill that purpose. Then again, without that scene, it would have felt like we're splitting this up at like the 15 mark, and then the rest of the other episodes 43. It'd have been a bit more of a stark contrast, but I can still see why. To make one last Harry Potter comparison, it's like Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2, where the split between where the book is actually more of a 60-40 than it was anything else, because that was the only place that you could really put the splits to begin with. Apart from maybe after the breakup from Gringotts.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what happens with like when you're splitting episodes. Like I run into this quite a bit whenever I on occasion split up an unusual episode, because for length reasons they're getting more out in time.
Yeah.
Because like episode 6 is, I think it's only like 9 minutes, but episode 6 mostly focuses on the build up to the ball, and it also focuses on the story of Camp A and Harvey learning about that, and us, the audience, learning about what the story of Camp A is, and figuring that out, but also raising more questions. Part 2 of that story, part 2 is them at the ball and how events go down, and Harvey being attacked by Camp A one more time, raising even more questions and giving some more answers to be like, oh my god, here's what's going on, So it's like one of the things where it's like the way the split was written was cut, and the way episode 7 was cut up originally. What I cut it up was the first half. It was the general explanation of Angel lore, and we get to all that detail, and we get some Helen and Alana scenes, but part 2 mostly focuses on Helen and Alana talking, learning about Helen's backstory, and seeing some Adam flashbacks. The way those were artificially cut up into parts, which makes it flow decently.
In for example, for me, in the case of Mutant Girl, what I mentioned before, episode 8 of season 1, that was back when I was still trying to do like an episode a month, and so I was like, I know I'm not going to reach this goal, but if I stop this episode roughly here, then I can get the episode out by October 17th, and then I will just like work on the rest of it. And it was an intense rush, and it became the worst episode that I'd ever made of anything ever. But that's beside the point. The intention, I mean, at least where the split happened, made more sense for me. So yeah. What is happening,
right?
Emily?
I'm kind of chat talking about tail lore.
Okay. Oh, we're talking about like,
Oh my god, the Morwenna tail lore.
Does Morwenna lose scales as a tail where there's a tail where it sheds? Yes, it does.
Her tail sheds, and especially as her tail grows larger, her tail would naturally shed a lot. Especially.
Wait. Hear me out.
Also, her tail would probably hurt a bit while it's growing as well, like be a little discomfort.
Here's another gruesome idea. Imagine you're getting like ruthlessly assaulted and bullied for this tail.
Oh my
how some
God.
people have like the stress mechanism of pulling out the hair? Just pull out your scales. Cause pain to the things that's causing you psychological damage in life. You just slowly cut your scales out one by one.
Yeah, well, that would okay. My understanding of reptile biology is limited, but I do not believe that if you pull out scales one by one, it will like reduce the tail to nothing eventually.
No, not that it's one. I'm just saying it's causing pain.
Okay.
And
I would use it actually, don't
Josh
maybe
asked, "Will we
not.
do more Music Freaks after episode 11?" Yes, flat out, yeah.
I 100% agree with this. By the way, yeah, if I've got to my scared body, wouldn't be my friend anymore. That's yandere.
Gift it to her for Christmas.
Oh my god, no! Why? You are one sick woman.
I'm sorry, what script was I showing you earlier?
How dare you?
I didn't get far enough in the script to really see this, but I've been.
Well, we've talked about the ideas
prelude.
of it, and it's like, yeah.
Can she drop her tail when threatened? Now that I know how to animate that, yes.
I mean, to be fair, Morwenna could easily kill someone with her tail because we very much established that her tail is like actually really strong. So if she really wanted to, if she didn't have any strength, or if she didn't pull any punches with her tail,
I mean,
she
certainly
could
may be seriously injured.
She could seriously
Oh my
injure, if
God.
not
Oh
pull
my
someone
God.
for
Oh my gosh.
LWs.
Oh my God.
If she
Oh my God.
tried hitting
Hear me
them.
out. Hear me out. The mutant murderer. Spin-off.
Is it like a spin-off about Morwenna being a murderer, or someone else being a murderer?
Alternate universe. She got driven so fast she started just killing people with her
Oh
tail.
my God,
bang,
of
bro.
course.
Dead on the floor. What are they gonna do? Take away her weapon?
Put her in jail, lock her up, tie her up so she can't hurt anyone. What?
I don't know.
I like shiny things. Morwenna's tail looks like it would have shiny scales. It depends. In certain lights.
I don't think her scales would be very shiny. Actually,
The blue ones in certain light potentially. It,
I mean,
it,
like,
it, it, it
most
depends
of
because
her
like
tail is
texture
like
of
black.
reptile.
I want to see if I can make that in art form, just like shiny blue scales. It's
Yeah,
like the
it wouldn't be
rainbow
it wouldn't
fish
be too
story. She
shiny.
slowly gives them away.
It wouldn't be too shiny, but I do know what you mean. Yeah.
She slowly gives them away so her friends can make jewelry out of them.
That sounds. I mean, I guess if they shed
Profit.
off her,
you and the jewelry.
I guess if they shed naturally, it wouldn't be as bad. But her pulling off stuff of her body and giving them to her friends is still kind of weird. It's concept.
No, they tie her up and pluck them from her.
What? Why?
Sorry, God,
You
it's
are an
stupid.
insane woman.
You're the
We need more
same
judgmental
business
Jacob
somehow.
memes of this conversation.
Yeah. Jacob reacting to Emily talking about ripping off Morena's scales.
Me when the Emily is demented.
She can drop her tail if she's threatened. What I meant was like drop it like to the floor, so it's not like hovering behind her. The reason it's like always
No.
hovering in that position is because I couldn't move that in Gacha Life 1. Now I know how to do that.
That's not what Bond meant, and now I can just imagine what the tail just comes off. Because I don't know which reptile can. No, you can't. A reptile. I don't remember which one. They like just drop their tail, like it comes off when they're threatened.
Okay, no, it doesn't come off, because if it did come off, she'd be doing that all the time.
Oh my god, just imagine being like, I don't like this tail today. Oh,
I-
bleeding out!
I love the
She-
message of Aidan, but spelt wrong.
No,
Oh
she's
my
like
God.
she's like Toru from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I did say that was one of the inspirations behind the series, but you know that specific part, I was like, no, we're not gonna sew your tail for soup.
Malik,
That's not gonna happen.
eat my tail. I heard you use an example there.
Hey,
Right now-
Marek, I made this soup with love. My love. Of
I
my,
guess
with
Malik
my
would probably
tail.
be the Kobayashi equivalent in that situation, so I get where you're coming from.
Marwick would have a panic attack and
Who
be
would
like,
be the one
Marwena,
that
what
hits
did
on
you
the child,
tell?
then? Who's the one that hits on the kids?
What?
What?
Oh, that's
There's one of them that
Lukawa.
hits-
Yeah, that's-
Lukawa.
yeah.
I love Lukawa, but
Oh.
who would be Lukawa? Who's hitting on them
The way
kids?
you phrase the like the one people know Lukawa for, and that's what you went for. Like, I love Lukawa.
Okay, so any other thoughts we have before we end the stream and we get more demented?
The song placement at the beginning was retroactively unfortunate, and that's only because that kind of like leaves the rest of the episode somewhat barren. If Rose Crossing knew that the episode was going to be split in two going in, most likely she would have placed the song towards the middle, like as the case with everything else, and would have been a full song rather than just the beginning. We said before this episode didn't need a song necessarily, but there were a couple of chances, like the Daisy conversation and the Leah one later, where I was like, something would, this could be a good musical number. It didn't need to be, but it's one of those situations where it's like, this would actually add a lot. And considering we've had some unnecessary song sequences in the past, seeing the opposite version this version is a bit more impactful now than it would have been in other shows. Apart from that, I think we've pretty much covered it all. I mean, I've said this before, but just in case, animation good. There, I've repeated myself now.
Animation good.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's being chased by villains. A distraction. Rolls it down the hill. Anyway, Emily's gonna give me more nightmares the more scared than British mum was because nickname hiding in people's beds.
I mean,
Yeah,
she can
speaking of
make
unnecessary
scary
song
British noises
sequences,
out of your bed.
Speaking of unnecessary song numbers, that's a good example there. But I've ragged on chase scene way too much in this series, so whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Until next time. Farewell
I have a
or
question.
something.
I have a
What?
quick
Yeah.
question. When is scales
No!
really, really sharp? Like, are they sharp? Like, if she hits something, like the wardrobe, does it cut the wardrobe too? Could she cut someone with her? Could she stab someone with her scales? Like,
Her
throw them like ninja stars?
I don't-
Nunchucks? No, not
I don't-
nunchucks.
Maybe some scales depends on where the scales
Yeah.
are. I think.
Some scales are like really, really sharp. So in theory, like,
But I don't think her smashing
star
her
that.
if she smashes something with her tail, I don't think she would actually cut anything. Because it's more or less the force of her smashing it. I don't think like her scales are sharp.
Yeah,
enough
she
to,
doesn't slice through anything.
Yeah, she
so-
wouldn't slice through anything. She would just smash it. I guess if she had a scale lying around and it was sharp enough, she could cut someone with it.
I guess if there was like a giant stick of butter in the middle of the street for some reason, but under most circumstances, no.
I was gonna make a comparison joke to the Pop is a school shooter, but instead of Pop, it's Moana, and she like throws her scales at people.
More like ninja stars.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Okay,
we're wrapping up now.
Yes, we're wrapping this up.
Yeah. Okay. Please either like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already.